Capricorn, and welcome to your monthly horoscope for the month of May. Before I jump into this horoscope, I just want to say that I've added some new readings on my website, which is astrologygrace.com. I've added synastry readings, which is a reading for like 2 or more people, usually 2, usually a couple's reading, but it doesn't have to be. And I've added forecast readings, so looking, at your birth chart to look into your future, whether at a specific day or for like a monthly forecast. So if you're interested in that, just check out the link down below. But let's get right into it. So you might feel like since the second half of April, you've been having like a better time and like enjoying yourself more and just having more fun. You're feeling more happy-go-lucky, a little bit more laid back than you typically do, and you've been taking the time to like recharge your batteries and just kind of like get ready for the next push. All this feeling of like being more laid back and having fun is going to make you feel better physically, especially after the 13th of May. Uranus is going to be moving this month from the sign of Aries into the sign of Taurus, which is a pretty big deal because it only moves, like every 7 years or so. And it's always, a big deal when an outer planet moves into another sign or into a different house. For you personally, I believe it'll be moving into your 5th house. So that's going to show that there's going to be a lot of fun possibilities for you, and anything that's fun for you might also be profitable too. So anything that you've been enjoying as a hobby could possibly turn into a career for you, or could turn into some sort of a money-making thing. And you also might notice a lot of unexpected changes when it comes to, or just like surprises when it comes to things that have to do with like fun or sports, pleasure, your love life, your creativeness. This could be a time when you have a surprise pregnancy because it has to do with children, so just be aware. Your social life is really going to pick up this month, and the sun is going to be in Taurus and move into Gemini this month, and for you it's going to start off in your 5th house. So here we go. You want to have fun again. It's going to be a month where you aren't really, you don't start off wanting to like really work. You're going to want to socialize or go to like different events, be romantic, either find romance with somebody new or, rekindle romance with a partner that you're with. It's, again, a really great time to be creative and focus on your hobbies, and you might have more involvement with your children if you're, a parent, or just you might have children, be more involved in your life. Whether or not you're a parent doesn't really matter. The sun is going to move into your 6th house during the second half of the month, and this is a really great time to make like a lifestyle change because, your focus is going to be on your health and your wellness and, your routines, your daily life. You might find you have more work demands, or that you're more inclined to work. You're going to be working harder during this time, so you'll have fun during the first half of the month and then start to like buckle down and get back to work. You also could get a pet during this time or get involved in like volunteer work. With your Mercury, it's going to be traveling, starting in your 4th house, going to your 5th, and ending the month in your 6th house. So the beginning of the month, you're going to have a lot of time with your family, and it's really good for like entertaining friends and family. Maybe you have people over, maybe you throw a party or some sort of a gathering. It's also great for like reunions or looking into like your background, your roots, like, family trees, stuff along those lines. You might have some hands-on home projects going on during this time, and if it involves learning, it'll actually be quite beneficial to you. As Mercury moves into your 5th house, again, it's going to be a really good time for you to socialize and to have fun, play some sports, try some new hobbies. Again, a really good time to be creative. It's also a good time to learn about investments. So overall, I'm seeing, you might take your fun and make it into something that could actually be, a job for you. We've seen that a few times now. Venus for you is going to start in your 6th house and then move to your 7th house. So while it's in your 6th house at the beginning of the month, your work life, is going to be satisfying. You might not be as into it as you typically are due to other things going on in your chart, but you're going to enjoy working with your coworkers, and it's going to add to you feeling happier. So whether you have a job or you're at school, you're involved in some sort of a group or anything going on in your life, you're just going to feel happier due to the people that are involved in things with you. Even if you have like a solitary job or you're spending time alone, there will be probably other people that come into your life and kind of perk it up a bit during this time. Just be careful not to get like romantically involved with somebody at work or at school. I mean, you can, but just be aware that it might not work out. or it might be fleeting or cause some issues. Pets will be really good for your heart during this time, so maybe you've been thinking about getting a pet, good time to do so, or maybe just spending some quality time with the pet that you have, you know, your dog, your cat, your horse, your iguana, whatever's going on. Venus is going to move into your 7th house towards the second half of the month. This will be a really good time to like make closer ties and relationships and bonds with people that you're close to. It doesn't have to be romantic people, but if you are in a romantic relationship, good time to like compromise and work on some things maybe you've been having issues with. And the more that you compromise and work on strengthening your relationships with others, the less conflict you will have. It's possible that an engagement might occur during this time whenever Venus, you know, is transiting your 7th house. Mars for you is going to be in your 1st house and then move into your 2nd house the second half of the month. So while it's in your 1st house during the 1st half of the month, you're going to have a lot of high energy, high activity level. Maybe you're, you know, working out a lot, or you're just working a lot, or, you know, you're really focused on school, or you just have a lot of energy to spend with your friends and go have fun and go do stuff along those lines. Probably more there than the first things I mentioned. But it's really important to get enough sleep. So, you know, if you're out partying a lot, make sure you're sleeping enough and trying to be productive during this time as well, even though it's going to probably be a challenge for you. Accidents are always possible with Mars, so like don't push it. You just want to be careful, have fun, but like don't overdo it. Don't be getting too crazy because it could lead to like some sort of an accident or an issue. You can be really successful in a leadership role during this time, you know, as long as you're being patient and you can, you know, again, be successful in that sort of a role. As Mars moves into your 2nd house during the second half of the month, you're going to be very determined, but you're also going to be feeling like pretty stubborn and set in your ways. You know, using this time constructively will be to your best benefit. You know, you might reorganize something, clean out some things, work on your budget, fun stuff like that. You might have some issues if like you're in a relationship or not, or you are in a, you know, platonic relationship with a friend during the 19th to the 26th when Mercury opposes Jupiter. You know, you could really find yourself not being able to get on the same page as another person, and, you know, you might want to do things your way, and we just talked about you feeling stubborn this month during the second half of the month as well, so this could present an issue for you here. During the beginning of the month, for a couple days, the Sun trines Saturn, which is your ruling planet, so again, maybe between the 2nd and the 6th, you'll be feeling more inspired to work. It's also a really good time to apply for a job or spend time with people that are elderly, and you'll feel really grounded and stable during that time, and it will make you more productive. So if you're struggling with productivity, especially because you just want to have fun, maybe focus in on it most between the 2nd and the 6th if there's something really important that you need to get done. So that is your monthly horoscope for the month of May. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you in my next video, and have a good day or night.